Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for what will be my Cyberpunk 2077 review. I've already done a couple of reviews on a couple of other games which were in early access. Cyberpunk is a full release game. However, don't be under any illusions of there isn't bugs. There is actually plenty of bugs in the game. I have actually completed it on stream. Thank you for those of you that hopped in and watched. Muchly appreciated. If you guys want to come in, watch, and support me as I stream, whether that is by following or however you wish to, personally, I would just love it if people just come in and chat and just follow my Twitch channel. That would be highly appreciated, and I'd really enjoy that. Also, if you guys want to really help my Twitch channel and my YouTube as well, best way you can do that is just let other people know. Just pass it along. And with that out of the way, something else I just want to say is be aware there may be some minor spoilers. I'm going to try and reduce the spoilers as much as possible for the game. The only thing I will say is when it comes to the bugs, for me, I found they've been very, very minor. The only thing for me was at the end of the game, if you caught the stream, was I couldn't actually choose some different dialogue options. It might be a bug, that might have been the way that was, I'm not sure. I've only completed it with the one playthrough now, but as I'm doing this review, I'm actually going to create a new character. I'm going to show you how this goes, so let's actually get into this. Straight away, music is fantastic. Right, Cyberpunk 2077. Let's actually new game this. Straight away, you have the option of selecting your difficulty. I've gone with easy. Choice is yours. End of the day. This is designed more. The easy is designed more for the story, which is why I did it. I wanted to play the story and not have so much a combat challenge. But you can really rank this up to very hard, where you literally are. This is the pinnacle of the difficulty in regards of how hard it is in the game. We have normal, which is, as you can see with the images displayed, just shows you how much more difficult this game is going to be. But also, don't worry, you can change this at any time. You can just hop into your menu and change this. So, what I'm going to do, you know what? We're going to drop in at normal. Right, what night city residence am I? Well, you know what? I've dabbled a little bit with the corpo. The only thing about all three is they do give you some interesting dialogue options. And again, a minor spoiler for corpo is, from what I found, is has some really interesting interactions with corporate individuals. It makes for some very entertaining interactions. So if you want, go with that one. You also have Street Kid, which is also really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed Street Kid. I think I'm going to hit up Nomad with this one. I'm definitely going to hit up Nomad with this one and get into it a little bit. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm not going to spoil the character customization and creation. Okay, I'm going to leave that for you guys to, when you get this, to enjoy, have fun with it. Also, if you, again, another thing about Cyberpunk is it is pretty much an adult game near enough, so, or thereabout. So if you don't want to see the nudity or anything like that in the game, there is a way in the settings to go change that. So just let me know. And also if you guys want me to show you that, where it is in the settings, and also some other tips and tricks with Cyberpunk that I've personally found and also picked up on my playthrough or just watching other people on there, let me know, and we can go look at that and check that out. So without further ado, I'm going to click Nomad. I'm going to bring you guys back once I've actually hit gone past the character creation customization part. I'll probably bring you back for the stats. We'll talk about those for a little bit. So catch you guys in just a moment. Alright then, so we're back and we're at the attributes part of the character creation, and you've got 5 attributes, which is your body, your intelligence, your reflexes, your technical ability, and cool. Now, what I would actually suggest here is read through these as closely as possible. Okay, be careful with them. Simply because these will affect some parts of the game. I had a mission where I needed a particular technical ability. I believe I needed 9, I had 7. Therefore, I could not get into the area. Also, another mission where to get to a part of it you need 5. I also had 4, again, couldn't get in. But there are other ways around, so you can go in without the right technical ability, but do look at it, read it. Technical ability presents your technical know-how. It allows you to unlock doors, use tech weapons. Each increase in level will increase your armor by 5%. Okay, so technical ability helps your armor. Okay, that's good to know. Reflexes. Reflexes determines your maneuverability in addition to increasing your overall movement speed. Each level in reflexes will increase your passive evasion from enemy attacks by 1%, your crit chance by 1%, and increase damage from mantis blades by 3%. So if you wanted a mantis blade build, here, this is where you want to be looking at your reflexes. We'll go up to body because it's another physical one. Body determines your raw physical power in addition to allowing you to force open doors. Each level of body starting from level 3 will add 5 health points, 3 stamina points, increase your damage with your fists and gorilla arms by 3, increase damage with melee weapons by 1.5%, decrease movement penalty by 6% while grabbing an enemy or wielding heavy machine gun or defender, increase movement while grappling an enemy and enemy grappling duration by 5 seconds. So if you're wanting the up close personal brute that beats things down with his fists, you want to go body. Or if you're wanting to use those heavier weapons like a machine gun, particularly the heavy one, this is also the one you're going to need to look at. Intelligence, this is more of your hacking one, to say each attribute contains a set of skills. Both attributes and skills provide different bonuses depending on your style of play. Skill levels increase as you perform activities associated with them. The maximum level of a skill is limited by the level of the attribute that it belongs to. Okay, so this is more of your hacking one. So if you're wanting to be the hacker or netrunner type person, this is the skill you want to pick. And then finally, cool. Now a lot of people, when you just look at it how it is on here, like I'm not highlighting it, cool, you think, oh, that's going to be to do with your dialogue speech. It has an aspect in it, just like all of these have an aspect in your dialogue. There are some choices with dialogue that require these. So let's look at cool. Cool determines your resilience, composure, and effectiveness in operating from stealth. Each level of cool will increase your crit damage by 2%, increase all resistance by 1%, increase your stealth damage by 10%, reduce the speed at which enemies detect you in stealth by 0.5%, and increase monowire damage by 3%. So monowire is another cyberware upgrade it's another damage item, much like the mantis blades and the gorilla arms. Gorilla arms also have another, I think, ability in regards to opening some doors. Again, that'd be nice. But again, before you go into the overall looking at what your character could actually improve with, or what cyberware and everything to go with, look into them first, look at them, read through, as you're at what you'll soon see as the Ripper docs, and just go, oh yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah, I like that one. And just go from there. Right. So we're this far. We're at cool. We're at our abilities. What do I want? I've done pretty much with, as you've seen, anyone watch the stream. I did a mix of the cool reflex intelligence character build. It was a bit of a mix. Basically, I was the handgun wielding hacker. So these three had to really work in with each other. For this one, I wanted more of the I'm going in all guns blazing kind of person. So it's going to have to be at least 3 points in body. I want that up at 6, which is maxed. And for that, you are going to need some reflexes, because actually reflexes, when you want to go with like an assault rifle or something like that, it actually comes into reflexes. So let's bump that up to max. And last but not least, technical ability, I think. We're going to leave cool and intelligence where they are, and we're going to move in. There's some story which will be coming up shortly, so we're going to avoid that. And I'm going to catch you guys in just a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're here. With a nomad. Right after the start thing, it brings up a summary of everything, so if you're really not happy, you can go back and change some bits. But for now, we're here. And we're at the usual part of where we're hitting some tutorials. First time in Night City, pay close attention to the tutorials and to learn more about the basic mechanics of the game. Or if you're already an experienced edge runner, feel free to disable hints. Again, that'll be in the settings. Go to the database at any time during the game to access tutorials, as well as read up on the most important topics of Cyberpunk 2077. So, without further ado, let's go into this. Something I'm just going to bring up. We're actually going to go straight into character. So, as we are aware, we know about these attributes. Now, let's actually look a bit closer at the attributes. We have, with body, athletics, annihilation, and street brawler. Now, athletics is pretty much, again, part of your physical thing. You have regeneration, which is health slowly regenerates during combat. You can find some other people on YouTube that have done a few builds already on what they think is ideas and gameplay aspects of what would be good to go with. Feel free to look those up for an idea. If you're not sure what to go with, think, oh, Netrunner, that looks interesting. Or, oh, Gunslinger, that also looks great. Give them a look. They give you some spoiler-free combat gameplay to look at as well, so you can have an idea straight away of what you're actually wanting. Pack Mule increases your carrying capacity by 60. That's nice, considering we have 200 at the moment. So that would make ours 260, but I can't get any of these. Invincible increases your max health by 10%. That's also great. True Grit increases your max stamina by 10, so it makes you do other things. So if you're fist fighting, makes you be able to fight for longer, or running, you can run for longer. And health, obviously, you can just stay in the fight for just that little bit longer. Annihilation. This is pretty much your shotguns and light machine guns. Okay, so this is what the Annihilation tree is for. So give these a look. Go through, read them, have a look at some of these other ones which are grayed out and think, oh, they look interesting. What are they? What do I need to get to for them? Like this for momentum shift requires the attribute level of 11. So my body needs to be at 11 before I can actually get to this. Bear in mind, this is body, not your actual tree level. Because these have levels as well. If you come down to skill progression, because these are your skills, actually. So the in trees are the skills, and you can look, these go all the way up to 20. And you can see that you unlock perks as well as you go through. And then Street Brawler is pretty much how it sounds. You're using your fist. You're that You're the puncher, you're the kicker. This is where your guerrilla arms can also come into helping you, just as a tip. Right, so that was body. Reflexes is your assault, so this is going to be your submachine guns, your rifles. You've got handguns, which are your pistols and revolvers. Again, come in, look at these. And blades. This is going to be looking at your knives and katanas, because katanas are a thing. You also look over here. It looks like there's something that might help with the mantis blades over here. Who knows? Again, come in, give these a look. These might help. Now, technical ability. This is where things begin to look a little bit different. We're going to come to crafting in a moment, but engineering. This is your explosions. This is going to be your grenades, and also some damage to other enemy types. Again, look through these trees, get a good idea of what could be it, because straight away when you look at engineering, the middle one, mech looter. When looting drones, mechs and robots, there's a 25% chance of looting a weapon mod or attachment. Well, that's great. But you look through some of these thinking, hold on, I might be able to do more damage to some stuff if you give them a good look. Now we move over to crafting. If you're like me and you like picking up loads of junk, okay, come to crafting, okay, get into it quick. You want to look through these as well. But instantly I went for, oh, I need to get my technical ability up to 5. I want Scrapper. There's a reason for it. If you look at Scrapper, junk items are automatically disassembled. Brilliant, because your junk fills up. And then going back in and disassembling them is going to, oh, this takes too long. Go straight for it. Okay. You can also, and also my tip is, right before you hit Scrapper, get Mechanic. Gain more components when disassembling. It's even better. Okay. Especially now we've had the update that has removed the limit of the 8 megabyte save file limit, which as soon as you went over, corrupted your save. Speccing into crafting increases your save file size. Okay, from what I heard from other reviews. Okay, now you can go nuts. Look at this. This is really good to get some of the strongest weapons in the game, where you can just craft them, upgrade them. They are really, really powerful. I got an Overture revolver by picking it up. Got a rare one. I crafted a uncommon one, and just straight up initial craft was stronger than the upgraded rare that I had. In the case of some of the best weapons you can get are from crafting. Now we have our intelligence. Like I said, this is your hacker, your breach protocol, breach protocol is where you initially hack into something. I'm going to try and show you some combat gameplay in a moment. It won't be with my Nomad, it'll be with probably my Corpo. So we have the breach protocol where you can hack into stuff. We've got our quick hacks. So this helps with the overall, make sure you got enough RAM. Think of RAM as your mana points, your MP for Cyberpunk. So you need enough RAM in order to cast your spells for you fantasy people out there. You need enough mana to cast your spells, or in this case your quick hacks. Since this is all technology based, but we all know science is magic as well. Okay, so look at this. Now we go to cool. I can honestly say this is something I am going to miss with this Nomad build, because some of the things from this class from this particular attribute and these two skill trees were really good. Now the one thing that me and a friend of mine have discussed has been this: dagger dealer. You can throw knives. Now, one thing, quick note, throwing daggers or throwing knives instantly gets rid of the knife out of your inventory. So what I wanted to do at some point was take this perk and see if we can make it usable. And I think the way to make this perk usable is to combine this with this tree. My personal opinion, that's the only way. Because you get, especially if you've got the build up of mechanic and scrapper. Every piece of junk you pick up will literally break down, and junk literally breaks down into your common and uncommon crafting components. I'm pretty sure you can get a knife, a common crafting recipe knife, and you can spam that. Spam craft that, a load of that. You can keep an eye on your inventory, and then offload like this. Just throwing daggers. And I reckon that would be an interesting addition to the arsenal of the stealthy assassin kind of character. And it's something I'm gonna look into. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna try and play around with it a bit. Again, if you guys want to know some stuff, or you want to see me do like my own idea of a build or something like that, let me know. Comments down below. After all, drop them down there. So we've got Cold Blood again. This is also another helpful one. That was Stealth. This is Cold Blood. Again, come in, look at this. If you're looking for the stealthy character build, I 100% you look at the Cold Blood tree and you get some of these perks. Okay? Because Cold Blood starts increasing your damage over time as you spec into this tree. Okay? But that is that. So that is all of these abilities and perks. And don't think that just as your character levels up, that's when you get your perks. No, we've already seen. We come in here. As you're going through your perk trees, or as you're leveling up your skills, you gain perks. I think it's every 3 levels. Well, no, not every 3, because look, get 9 and 10 back to back. So come look at these. Okay, look at them, think, oh yeah, that's what I want, and go for it. Okay, so another thing is, here's your inventory. So you got some stuff that you start off with straight away, some weapons. Ooh, we start off with a revolver with this one. That's kind of cool. Okay, you have your crafting, so you can craft stuff. Okay, upgrades. So we could upgrade all this. We could, if we had a decent amount of stuff. But we do have some things in and around here as well. So this is some things to look at. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us back and we're going to have a look at some of the combat of the game. So I'm going to catch you guys in just a moment once I bring you back for some combat. All right then, so we're back and well, this is my Corpo female V. So we're here and there are some people around, as you can see. There is one, and this is what I mean by some of the hacking and combat. So, quick tip, if you are going for a hacking build, always start off if you can with Breach Protocol. Okay, and you can get some real nice upgrades with this. So, I'm going to go really quick into this. There it is. Right, so that will decrease the amount of RAM I need to use now on this guy. And you get some stats. Time has slowed down for you while you can read this. So we do know that this guy is weak to fire, but he has resistance to shock and poison. So short circuit and contagion probably will not be the best ones to use, but overheat will. But then you can always come over to hacking and look at this. Right, this is gonna last for 7.3 seconds and has a 13.5 cooldown. Contagion again, but you can also see the damage, 99 thermal damage per second. Okay, Contagion has even less. Now, our short circuit will last for less time, however, we'll do 957 per second. So, I'm going with short circuit. It is my go-to quick hack. You can see, instantly puts him down. Now I have a silenced weapon. And I'm just going to make sure there is no one else up and around here. This is again the perk of the scrapper and mechanic going to work here. If you actually crouch like I am and you're right up against a wall, I can't actually move any further up against it. For me, I'm using control. If you hold down control, I'm using mouse. If you hold down the right mouse button, you start looking over, and I can see one person. Now, if I hold down tab, I can see things I can interact with my hacking. So like the air conditioner, I can make it cause a distraction. But again, I'm going to start off with breach protocol. Very quick protocol. Boom. Distraction. One person's now noticed it. And just like that, bang. This is silenced. So they don't know I'm here. There's another one who's also been. Now I think they're becoming aware of me. I also have this terrible habit of, as soon as I fired a shot, I reload. See, someone's not taking the bait. Let's distract him again. See, I can't hit her. So I'm going to move down a little bit. But I'm also going to be careful there's no one around here. As far as I'm aware, it's just the one person. So let's creep down a little bit. You can also peer around corners. So she is there. I can't get a clean headshot, so I'm just going to short circuit. There she is. Done. Now, just grab the evidence, which is this. Wonderful. There's job, there's level up. And you can see attribute perks and points. So that was a mix of me using those abilities. Now, could go into that. Could go around grabbing all this, but there's another thing I just want to show you. Another tiger claw watching. And for me, this is just personal preference. I actually play with a controller near me at all times. For the simple reason being is vehicles. For me, one thing that I can't manage with vehicles, and I'm trying my best right now, is driving with mouse and keyboard. I'm rubbish at it, so I prefer instantly switching over to controller to pull this off. I feel that I just have that little bit more control over it. That little bit better, as you guys can see. And honestly, sometimes I find myself just driving around or riding around on a bike, because I prefer bikes to cars in Cyberpunk, just that little bit better. And also occasionally just annoying the police like that. Even though I've not done a crime. I didn't even touch anyone. But all you need to do for that, quick tip, just get far enough away from them. they start bugging you. And you can handbrake turns and wipe out some stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is my review on Cyberpunk 2077 and a brief look at some aspects of the game for you guys. Just before you decide to buy it, there is some bugs, 100%, but I find they are not game breaking and not too bad at immersion breaking either. I've managed to stay fairly immersed in the game, a couple things here and there, but again, overall, I really like Cyberpunk. I've not got a problem with it. And I hope you guys will enjoy it too. Like I have. But I'm Indie Phoenix. If Cyberpunk is a game for you, go ahead, get it. If you're wanting to wait for some bugs to be reduced down, that's cool as well. I 100% appreciate that. 100% understand that. My God, I cannot words today. But this is Cyberpunk 2077, and all I can say is CD Projekt Red did not disappoint me in the product they have given us, and honestly I can't wait to see what happens to Cyberpunk in the future. And not just that, not just with CDPR, but the modding community as well. And I have to say that because the modding community are getting to work with this game already. So keep an eye on YouTube for stuff like that. If you want me to look at some mods as well, let me know in the comments below. As usual, just anything you would like to see me do, try, or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. It doesn't have to be Cyberpunk related, it could be any game. If you want me to try a game out, please let me know. You know what it is. If you think this video has been somewhat helpful for you guys, also hit the like button down below. But overall, the best way to help me and the channel is just let other people know about the channel. Just send a link to a video, get people to watch some videos. I have at the moment a Minecraft and Ark Survival Evolved series on the channel. I'm bringing out reviews on games as well, so just try and add more content to the channel. If the reviews are something that you are really enjoying, please let me know. Other than that, take care guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.